Hello and welcome. My name is Danielle, and today we have a very special guest with us. We have Sweta here, and she's actually a healer and chakra specialist that helps people through their trauma with spiritual tools like mantra, tantra, and connection with the Divine Mother, Kali. So we're really grateful to have you here with us today, and it's such an honor to be able to sit down and hear about what it is you do. So could you tell our viewers a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, thank you so much, Danielle. I am so excited to be invited and to share the space with all of you wonderful people who are going to hear this healing message of movement, growth. And, we are in 2022, but about to move into 2023. And I'm very excited. So my name is Sweta Iyer, Master Healer and Chakra Specialist. And I've been doing this work for 22 years. What gives me the greatest satisfaction is I know when I was stuck in my life, I was able to move forward with guides, mentors, teachers, and develop the tools to listen to the intuitive wisdom I already hold, right? So all of these things are tools. And so for me, it's been really exciting. I've been working with so many different clients and it's amazing. And I'm so excited that I can share this information with Danielle and everybody else that is part of this platform. So thank you so much for having me. And we're going to talk about something very exciting because it is about the divine feminine that I am very, very passionate about. So let's do it.
I'm so excited too, and I really like how you touched on how these are tools because we all are our own guru, and we are certainly helping each other with the knowledge. And you are definitely an expertise in this field. So, share with us a little bit about what it is you're currently working on and the projects that you offer with your clients and the events that you have. Because I know you've got a lot going on. That's really exciting.
Um, so I feel like one of the things that I'm really uh, passionate about is that, the past couple of years, just the whole world stood still
Mhm.
and people felt it was like an extended Mercury retrograde. And I know that feels like, why do I have to bring
Right.
retrograde into it? But if you think about it, um, we were really in a state of stillness. Stillness in meditation is wonderful, but stillness when you have been thrown into it is a chaotic experience, right? But a couple of the projects that I'm working on is educating each one of us, including myself, and constantly practicing it to say, you're here, you are here for a reason, your why is important, and you're literally here to heal what feels broken. Because a lot of us naturally presume that we're broken. Like, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, or I'm not good looking enough, or I'm not skinny enough, or I'm not X, Y, and Z enough. And that's coming from a woman's perspective. For a man, it's many different things. But as human beings, from a chakra uh, expertise, we are all meant to come back together to become whole. So the divine feminine, as Danielle loves to really educate all of us, I think one of the things about the divine feminine is we all possess this beauty of intuition. And just because you're a man or you're very focused on the go, go, go culture, which is very masculine oriented, you
Mhm.
lose out on some of the things that you can get as what you are already feeling. Your feelings are important.
Right.
Okay. And so the divine feminine is just a window to what's available to become whole, if that makes any sense.
Yes, it does. And we were talking actually before we did this video about how it is so important right now to support not only humanity, but the rise of the divine feminine and the rise of the divine masculine. So, um, share with us a little bit about your perspective because I know that's really important to you and it's important to me. And I know that I would love to help as many people and men as possible to let them know, hey, this is actually good for your soul. Healing is not linear, you're going to have many sessions. Healing is not just for the women. It doesn't make you, feminine to heal or whatever. So could you share with us a little bit about your perspective and how that's going for the men?
Absolutely. One of the things is, you experience experience yourself as a very macho, as a very outwardly like I am just a very macho man. I don't know. I haven't really figured out what term I would like to use, but basically, you are literally holding on to that space, right? You're limiting yourself because now, when you include that part of your feminine experience, because the divine feminine is very connected to the divine masculine. The divine masculine has longer orgasms, has a greater way of treating the feminine in his life. It doesn't matter what gender you identify. None of that really matters. It's about what you identify. You as a human being are whole. You're not waiting to meet anybody outside of you, but but what you do is you welcome in the wholeness that humanity provides, right? So there's so much magic sitting inside of you. So the divine feminine is an invitation to experience more of yourself. It's an experience to just feel what you're feeling. That's why, and to make a reference to pop culture, what's going on with the media right now, you have Selena Gomez, who just released a documentary about mental health. Because what we have been doing is, with even women, we have been subsiding their emotions. And women naturally, biologically feel emotions. That's just, we're very trained because our bodies are trained, because we were meant, on some level, we can develop and deliver babies. That is not the point, though. The point is, as a man, you can also harness that information. We are here to uplift each other. And I find so many men feeling like they're struggling when they could be uplifted.
Mm-hmm.
And women feeling like they're struggling because they can't talk to the men who are just kind of sitting there. We don't have the tools. And what we're doing right now with the divine feminine is a concept. It exists within you. It doesn't matter who you are. And it's very powerful. So with me, I connect with the goddess Kali, and she's amazing. Let me glimpse of her. So this is the idol I have, and she's very there is a lot of imagery there. But the thing that I have experienced in my work with Kali is unconditional love, transformation, and getting rid of my bullshit. Because I'll tell you this, there is something so powerful about letting go of the crap that holds you down. Mm-hmm. How does the divine feminine help you with that? The divine feminine, what she does is say, you are here for a reason, right? Your body is here because you're meant to deliver on your why. You're here because you're meant to be here. Now let's enjoy the journey. So many people get stuck with the struggle. I've been there. But when I felt the freedom from any block I've had, it's been so wonderful. And is it only connecting to my divine feminine? No, but the divine feminine has been such a beautiful complement to who I am. And something that Danielle and I talked, and I would like to hear what Danielle has to say, is how do we use what we already possess to move forward? If you don't want to use the word healing, okay, but how do we use already what's sitting inside our body? You can't escape your body. I mean, that's not going to happen. But Danielle, I would love to hear what you have to add to that.
One thing I've learned when it comes to healing, it's really important to feel it, to heal it. And it doesn't matter if you're feminine or masculine. The point is you have an emotion. An emotion is just an indicator of what's going on internally, and it doesn't make it right, it doesn't make it wrong, it's an experience, and that is part of being here on this planet and learning how to master that. And there's no such thing as perfection, but just like, okay, how am I going to grow and expand from this and support myself while supporting others? Because hey, we've all been there, kind of saying, like, okay, I've felt this emotion before. But when you hold it inside, that's where it becomes like a disease, because it's a held, trapped emotion. I'm a real big advocate on suggesting, for example, somatic healing to men, because it gives them an opportunity to, get it out of their body. And, men, their adrenaline, a lot of times it will rush and they'll want to, let's say it's at their peak of the worst, and it doesn't mean they're bad. It's just like, hey, they want to fight maybe. And that's maybe their body's way of like handling. There's the flight mode. There's all kinds of things that come into play. But the point is, it's still a stemmed. There's always at the root of the emotion. So I think it's important to honor that, notice it, recognize it, and it's men and women. So it doesn't make a man any more because there's a lot of I think backlash with verbiage that people put on each other, especially for men. So it's like, what? I think it makes a man strong when he can handle his emotions or feel them. Oh, so sexy.
I was just going to say this, and I'm going to just touch on this real quick, and we'll move on to the next part. But I want to just say this. Drake released a track, and he basically called on Serena Williams' husband and said that he's just a groupie. And then Serena Williams' husband, who is a multimillionaire, released something and said, the reason I'm excellent at what I do and why I excel at life is because I'm a groupie. Like, he basically addressed it heads on. He's like, I don't care. Like, I am that person. And that is very sexy, because you realize, like, when you are so certain in who you are, there is nothing that can throw you off. And I feel like, going back to the divine feminine doesn't make you more effeminate. She allows you to embrace who you are. And we all need that embrace. I know I needed it. I was in a very, very difficult, chaotic, and struggling space when I really worked with Kali, the Kali energy, because I grew up with her, but I didn't really want to work with her or whatever it is. But it was one of the most transformational experiences of my life, one of the most loving experiences of my life. And I'm so grateful I got to experience it. And part of why this conversation is so beautiful and powerful is that I get to share that. I get to share my love. I get to share the things that supported me when I thought nothing can change. That is one of the saddest, awful places any one of us can be. So, this conversation can be really, it can help you shift your direction. It's like, maybe there's something out there that can help me.
Absolutely. And because you work with men and women, could you maybe give us an example as to like a breakthrough or an experience someone has had, male and female? Because I'm loving that you've had so much experience with the masculine as well, the divine masculine.
I have to say, I love working with both men and women, just because they're different in the way they navigate their emotions. So when I speak to a male client compared to a female client, with men, I'm very straight up. Like, I don't have to really kind of sugarcoat stuff. And that sounds silly, but that's been the general sort of trend. But I will say this. I feel the breakthroughs that men have had is they're able to find this place of saying, it's okay for me to get in touch with my emotions. And that's huge, because it's like any emotional feeling, which is also sad. We're reducing men into these robots. They have no feelings. They just wake up, go to a job, do this, do that, know what to do. Like, it's a little bit limited, And I truly believe we're in the times of allowing people to feel not limited, which has come very interesting from a time when we were all kind of cooped up in our places. We couldn't leave. So we're signifying a change because we also have the last eclipse of this year coming up. And I feel like it's bringing up a lot for a lot of people. And I truly believe that it's going to help us be open and welcome to the things that we want to be able to feel. So as far as like, I'll say this, one of my clients had an ED, and that was healed through the work we did. And it was just through like doing the mantras and doing the energy work and working with your chakras, because ultimately everything is blocked energy. Then I've had a client who actually healed their heart murmur, because that was something, again, we were working through their heart energy, like we're working through the chakra and all of that. So I really truly believe in the power of the transformation of this work. And then I have had clients who, even though we've been working forever, will continue to work with me. They're like, absolutely not. We're not going to stop working with you. I don't care, because we're now reaching new heights. And I love that, because that's how I love what we can learn about ourselves through the energy work. It's so wonderful. It's so magical. It's like constantly being in the space of expectation and trust, so I love that. So as far as the actual transformation, it's beautiful to see how it comes in the individual package, but ultimately there's something that they moved through. There's something that they shifted through, and they felt safe enough, right? Safety is a big one, because safety is your lowest chakra. So that when you feel safe enough, you can sit there and tell everybody, I feel safe, I am safe. You can do all the affirmations you want. You see it in the actual physical transformation. That's just the reality. So that's what I noticed with both the male clients and the female clients, and it comes up in different ways, which is super exciting, because I never know what I'm going to hear, what I'm going to expect, but I'm like, I know there's going to be some shift,
Yeah, there's always a nice breakthrough when you're clear out that trauma, or feel through the emotion and let it, bloom, and in a way that's positive, because it's all for your highest and best good. None of this is like, hey, we're trying to draw on. It's not about, it's about feeling through what you may perceive as quote unquote negative or a bad experience, but it's there to release, because everything's an experience, and we can learn from it and grow. It does acute to wisdom. So can you tell us what you have coming up, and what it is that you're currently working on? Because I know you're working on quite a few things, so go ahead.
So the eclipse is coming up on this Tuesday, which is super powerful. It's going to be the last full eclipse before the year ends, and the full moon, which I think is so exciting. So there'll be a fire ceremony. It's virtual. That's one of the events I do once a month. So it's going to be the last two events. And the second project I'm working on is my membership, which is called the Transcend membership. I'm super excited about it, because you guys will get to have real-time access to what is going on. Because when I started out, I had to always look for information, and now I'm putting it in one place where you literally, all you have to do is click a button and then you find it, right? So you can join it right now. But it will be available towards the end of November. So I will have that. The link is there. It's a wait list right now. So I'm super excited about it, because that I feel is going to be so powerful. I'm very excited because I really feel so many people ask me questions, and I'm like, you really just need the information on how you can move this stuff through. So that's kind of like where we are.
Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Is there any last words of wisdom you would like to share with our audience? Because I know you have a plethora of information inside of you. So if you want to leave us with a beautiful message for the month, or however you want to.
You know what? I actually do. And I'm so glad you asked me, because I am about to so I have this chakra oracle, right? And I love it. It's such a beautiful, little oracle. So I'm going to get that, and I want to share it with you guys, because we'll pull out a card. And the divine feminine, you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman or whatever you identify yourself as. And the reason I say that is you deserve to be whole. You deserve to feel yourself as I'm killing it in the world, and I also feel my emotions. Like, it is so magical to experience yourself as this wonder human. Not Wonder Woman, not Wonder Man, Wonder Human. Like, you are a wonder human. Like, just imagine how magical that is, and who can you meet in your business, in your finances, and whatever, as my thing comes up. But like, I just think it's so incredibly magical. Meeting yourself is one of the most beautiful things we can experience. So I'm going to pull out a card, and that would be the message for, I would say, really before the end of this year, because I feel like we are there. We are literally at the precipice of letting go of stuff that is no longer serving us, because we are all tired and burdened. And if we go back to how nature works, that's not how it was meant for us to stay stagnant and heavy.
Right.
Let it go, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get the card. So it's this one.
Oh, those
Love
are cool.
Yeah, it is actually very pretty. So let's see what we get about this month. And thank you so much for holding space, my love.
Oh, absolutely. Pleasure.
So interesting. This is the card that came up, concentration, and it's 41, and it's upside down, which means that's the energy we've already worked with. So what I will say about this card is you've been focusing too much on what it is that you don't want. So November is calling you to focus on what you want, and really the feelings you have, and that is what's connected to the divine feminine, will help you move forward with really trusting your heart connection, because your heart is the highest intelligence that we have. It's your brain is the first one. It's the hardest one to move past, and then you have your stomach, that is the second highest intelligence, and then your heart is the third highest intelligence. So the card we got was concentration, and it's the sixth chakra, which is your third eye. So one of the things that I will tell you from this card, try to clean up your pineal gland, drink lots of water, and be more hydrated, and also have like more greens. It will help kind of clean up your system, so you can work with that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Woo, I'm ready to let go too. We have a lot of beautiful things.
Yeah. Should we do a quick meditation, like just a quick breath work and chanting?
Sure. I've never done this, so I'm open.
Okay, great. So let's put our right hand on our heart, left hand on our stomach. So we're going to connect our third chakra and fourth chakra, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths as low in our abdomen as possible. So you're going to just set the intention, and you're going to breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. So I'll lead you through that. So take a deep breath in, hold it, and deep breath out. Second deep breath in, hold it, and deep breath out. Last deep breath in, hold it, and deep breath out. Let's stay here for a moment. Okay. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for your Thank you for the space and thank you for this conversation. It was absolutely wonderful.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, I feel so calm. Oh, well, thank you so much for being here. And I know that you and I are going to connect another time. So, guys, look forward to that. And I will be sure to link all your information down below. And it was such an honor being here with you today. And thank you. Have
Yeah.
a beautiful rest of your day.
Thank you.